welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a wear test on the new Revolution Conceal and Glow foundation. So as you may have seen, Makeup Revolution London has released another new foundation. This is their Conceal and Glow foundation. I believe they have Conceal and Define, Conceal and Hydrate, and now we have Conceal and Glow. This is an illuminating foundation, medium to full coverage with vitamin C and lotus flower extract. I seen this at Ulta and I thought I would give it a try. I have the shade F1. So I have gone ahead and sprayed my face with my Catrice Prime and Fine spray. And I'm going to go ahead and also put on some of my, wow, I'm actually almost hit the bottom. I do use this quite a bit. Some of my Hard Candy Smoothing Primer Balm. And we're going to focus that in on the T-zone area. For application, what I want to do is go in on one side and do the technique that I've been doing a lot recently, which is distribute the foundation with this small stippling brush and then pat it in with my sponge. Then on the other side, I want to try this brush from Sigma. This is the F47 Multitasker brush. I've seen Jamie French talk about this quite a bit, and when they had this brush 50% off, I picked it up along with the F53 Air Contour and Blush brush, which we'll also use today. But yeah, I wanted to try this on one side and see what the difference is. Alright, let's make sure that's all well in. Okay, so let's go ahead and shake this up a little bit. I did pump some out the other day just to see the consistency in a vlog that I'll link for you up here. It is rather runny, and this shade is probably a little too yellow for me, but they only had, this was the lightest shade they had in store. They didn't have the other two lighter shades. Alright, so that's probably half a pump. Let's take our stippling brush and distribute the product. Honestly, just off initial, what would you call that, texture? Just off initial texture, it's reminding me of the ColourPop Pretty Fresh foundation. So I'm very curious to do a side-by-side of these two. Alright, so now let's go ahead and press it in with the sponge. And this is just my sponge from e.l.f. So without and with, actually that might not be a bad shade match. Let's see if we can build it up just a little bit on my cheek. And I'm going to put some on my chin and on this side of my nose. So that's probably, actually let's just go ahead and see what we can build this up to. So that's probably one full pump on this side now. It does have the slightest paint smell to it. It's not very heavy at all, but it does smell just a little bit. Yeah, I would say that's paint. Play-Doh-y, just a little bit. It's not as potent as the Wet n Wild regular Photo Focus foundation, but it's there. There's just a little bit, but it's not anything overwhelming at all. You know how Raw Beauty Christy always says, am I orange? Mine's, am I blue? I always feel like it turns blue on me. Okay, so here is probably one full pump. No foundation. Foundation. That's actually a really nice shade match for me. I was thinking it was going to be a little too yellow, but this F1 is fair skin, neutral undertone. Neutral undertone. Okay, it definitely does have a natural glow to it, like a sheen. Not glitter, yeah, not glitter or anything, but there's definitely a glow. I mean, that's an accurate description. Okay, it is kind of already breaking apart on my chin. I may have to set that with some powder. And it is looking a little rough in between my eyes. Like, right here I don't like it, but here and over I do. Okay, so let's go ahead and try the brush from Sigma on the other side. And I'm not going to spread it out with the stippling brush. We're just going to go straight in with the multitasker and see what it can do. It says the F47 multitasker. Function: quickly apply foundation, blush, or contour. Wide angle brush head. Blend liquid foundation, contour the cheekbones, or buff powder products. Coverage: medium to full. Okay, well, let's find out. Okay, let's go in with some more to build this up. That's not looking bad at all. Okay, I do like that, but I think just to blend everything in, I am going to go ahead and finish out this side and pat in everything with my sponge. That did distribute the product very nicely. There was no streaking. That's probably the best foundation brush I've ever used. I mean, there's no streaks. There was no, I mean, it just a very nice, even application, honestly. You know, I don't say this very often, but this might be too dewy for me. Too glowy, like, I feel like I'm gonna sweat it off pretty quickly. Yeah, it looks really rough on my chin. But anyway, here is the full face with foundation. Alright, for concealer, I want to try my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Chantilly Light 1. And I have a new brush to try from Zoeva, the 146 Concealer Perfector. It looks like this. This kind of reminds me of the shape of the Selena Gomez brushes. And also, is it Pat McGrath? I don't remember, but anyway. So we're going to go ahead and take some of this concealer. Okay. Oh, that is yellow. Woo. Now, I have never used the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, so I'm interested to see what all the hype and what all the raves about here. Alright, so let's go ahead and try it with this brush. I really thought I was going to like this foundation, but it's kind of like breaking apart on me already. Well, that definitely brightened my under eyes. Okay, let's go ahead and try to blend this with the sponge. Okay, my under eyes look nice. I just don't think it's anything revolutionary. Alright, let me find my e.l.f. powder. I already have beads of sweat. I don't know. Do e.l.f. get stressed when they do their makeup sometimes? And you just start sweating. Oh, snap. Okay, well, that concealer. Look at that. Haven't even had a chance to set it yet, and it's already like, we hate you. I'm hungry. I'm in a bad mood. I'm hungry. But I wanted to get this wear test started so we could do a full day. Alright, let me pat this out. Alright, let's set it with my e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder in the shade Light. Alright, now before I set... Yes, the kids are awake. Normally I've been filming when they're taking a nap, but I wanted to get this started early. Now I want to try this contour blush brush from Sigma with my Milk Makeup Matte Bronzer Stick. And this is in the shade Blaze. I wanted Baked, but I got this at TJ Maxx. Again, it's in that vlog. So it is quite deep. I don't know what the best way to apply this is. Maybe warm it up on the back of my hand. And then dip the brush into the product, perhaps. All right, let's give that a try. Okay, blended in, I don't think that's bad. I do wonder what the other shade would be like though, but I don't think that's bad. I do like this brush though. The brush is neat. Now I kind of wish I'd left it so I could try it with blush. I'll have to wash it next time we'll try it with blush. Okay. So there's that. Alright, I'm going to do the rest of my face and I'll be right back. Before I set the rest of my face, it's already broken apart on my chin. It is coming off my nose and it feels like it has lifted a little bit on this cheek. So that's not super promising. Alright, so lastly, I wanted to try the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effective Mascara in waterproof. So I'm going to go ahead and curl my brows, or my eyelashes, whatever they are. Yeah, I'm not feeling the best about this foundation, unfortunately. One, I am sweating, because, you know, that's just how I live my life. And it's already breaking apart on my nose and my chin still. It kind of lifted on my cheek right here. I don't know. I don't know if I have high hopes for this or not. But anyways, let's try this mascara. I really hope this doesn't give me a headache. I tend to have problems with waterproof mascaras giving me a headache. Well, honestly, I don't see that big of a difference. I got it all over me, I noticed that. Let's just be real. I'm gonna leave my bangs up because as soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna put my hair up in a pigtail because I'm sweating. Actually, there. Now you can't even see. Ta-da. Okay, this hairdo just isn't working. I tried to copy Juicy Jazz and it's not working. Anyway. Okay, so wrap up thoughts. I need to get the mascara off my face once it dries. This multitasker brush is very interesting, very nice. I'm excited to use that again. This brush, I think, is a little too large for cream contour. I think I prefer this one from Eco Tools, the Skin Perfector. It just gets in that hollow of my cheek a little bit more precisely, but this might be really nice for blush. This bronzer, I mean, it's pretty, but I don't think it's worth a $28, $30 retail price point, especially when I have, oh, that's the wrong drawer. Especially when I have this one from Physicians Formula in the shade Toffee. It's the wrong shade. This shade is more like to the shade Baked. Yeah, I don't know about that. The brush from Zoeva, I think it worked nicely. The NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, we will have to see. I mean, it's already, look, It's already kind of creasing and breaking apart. It definitely creased quite a bit, more so than if I had used like my Colourpop Pretty Fresh one. Yeah, but everything else that I use will be listed in the description box below. It's currently 10:30, so we will call check-in time at 6:30 tonight. That's 8 hours. Honestly, it'll probably be later than that, so you might get a 10-hour wear test on this foundation. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Like, look. Look, it's already all broken down around my nose. I'm sad. I really wanted this one to be amazing. And the mascara, even though I curled my lashes, I don't really see it doing a whole lot extra for me. So that's kind of a bummer, because I thought that was supposed to be like the holy grail cheap drugstore mascara, like cheaper than the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. So, but anyway, again, I will check in with you later, and we will see how this Revolution Conceal and Glow foundation has held up. Okay, so I'm quickly going to finish up this wear test on the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Glow foundation as all the people in the Walmart parking lot stare at me. So as you've seen, I actually applied it today. This time, instead of using the Hard Candy Primer, I actually used the Hard Candy Smoothing Primer Balm. I used the Hard Candy Hydrating Grip Primer, which is supposed to be a dupe for the Milk Makeup Primer, and I agree with that, except that the Hard Candy one is more hydrating than the Milk Makeup. So, with that being said, it again did not stay on my chin. It's completely faded off on my chin. It is a little bit drying in the creases of my face. It's a little rough looking on my nose, but other than that, it looks really nice. I think for me, would I buy this one again just as is? No. But since I have it, I think that I will definitely use it again, but more so as like a mixing foundation, not just on its own, but mixed with other foundations to give me more of a glow, because it does have a really nice glow to it. So this Conceal and Glow, I wouldn't purchase it on its own for me, just because it won't stay on this center part of my face. But now that I have it, I definitely will use it again. So definitely what primer you use and how you prep your base is going to make a difference on how this wears. I mean, it is beautiful. It is a really nice foundation, but it's not one that I, for me, would go and buy again just to wear on its own. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you will like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.